Alright folks, a quick little disclaimer for this video. My camera's down, so I'm not going to have face cam for this video, but don't worry, my beautiful stash hasn't gone anywhere, it's still right here. Now, I don't want to admit that in between episodes I made a spreadsheet of every search term that I've found so far and how many results they have, but that is exactly what I have done. Oh. Poison. Oh, nice. I don't know why I'm still dating these, but...
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning. I mean, I felt so guilty. If I'd still been at home, maybe I could have done something. I don't
know. You know, you make me believe that you are the one that did something about that.
At the time they said it was poison, food poisoning.
Let's add the guilty. And like I said, dating it, probably not necessary.
Okay. She's being chased. They're trying to catch her because she did something bad. I guess she broke the rules. Or maybe they think she did something bad. Maybe it wasn't her fault. She looks scared, not guilty. Maybe it was mistaken identity. Did they catch her there? I don't know.
Seems like the truth was the initial response, then the attempt to cover it up with the... Or it could be this. Obviously, everyone can tell what it was alluding to. A little obvious. On the nose, in fact. So what do you guys think the truth is? What was your truth? Nice. Should probably just stop dating them.
Yes, yeah. I would have cleaned them. I changed the sheets too. With the fingerprints in all those places.
The clean sheets?
Yes, yeah. I changed the sheets too.
Cleaned sheets, fingerprints. I'll add all of those. What do we got for this one? Still dating it, I see. My hands just do it automatically now.
I don't know if anyone really changes. You just become more yourself. Simon was my prince, and that hasn't changed. More yourself.
Yourself. Which, sort of feels like the underwriting tone of this game. Oneself. Is that the vibe anybody else was getting from it? Let's see, changed rules. I believe I've already looked this up. Nope, I haven't. Yep, still just doing it automatically.
Just became our way of life. We would swap places and take it in turns to do things. And we were very careful. Whoever had been out that day would come back and write a detailed diary so that we were on the same page. We had a list of rules that said what we could and couldn't do in any given situation. It was exhaustive. We lived a second life through those rules. Rules for things that could only ever happen inside our imaginations.
Like all of this.
We would consider all the permutations of future events and agree rules to walk our way through them.
This is sounding so much like mental illness instead of, you know, reality. I did hear some important things, I think.
And take it in turns to do things.
Yeah, swap places. Everything else I believe I've already got tagged from before, except for swap. Anything different? Aha!
Florence was a warm, kind person. But she was broken, I guess. When I found her diary, I also found a biscuit tin with other stuff in it. Older papers, letters, that kind of thing. Her story wasn't there. I never really spoke to her about it. I was far too young to really understand. I guess I just put it together later, once I was older. She had loved children, planned to have a large family, but her husband died in the war. And that was back when you married for life. She never felt like she could marry again. Isn't that strange? She was a widow from her 20s. But, I mean, I guess it was different then. You know, you married for life and she felt she could never marry again. I guess it was harder, a war widow. One of the dead. I don't know, maybe there was more to it than that. I don't really know.
I didn't even listen for potential tags. Was she insinuating the woman that raised her was in her 20s and the 40s? I mean, okay, so I think this is supposed to be Eve. Eve or Hannah, it's the same actress. She's like in her 20s in the 90s, which means she was born in the 70s. Which means that the woman that was raising her was in her 60s when she was a baby? Who would possibly believe you were her child then? Even if she's in her 30s in the 90s, she was in her 50s when she was raising a baby? That doesn't even begin to make belief. It's interesting to see how people view the past as some idyllic thing. Everybody back then married for life, even though that's just not true. I mean, the UK has a... well, not the UK. England has a very famous king who did not marry for life in any way. There's never been a time when people married for life. There's only been times where people could convince the people that were in charge of their religion to grant them a divorce or not. That's all it was.
Can you imagine? I tried to get pregnant too, but it didn't happen. I slept with so many boys, men. My body refused. I think my period stopped because hers had. I was prettier.
Or because you're the same person.
The same now. Felt like Hannah had really fucked things up. Set us down separate paths. We had become different.
Maybe about being nice.
When you've been married for 10 years, stuff accumulates. We could argue about anything. And he's so nice. That doesn't help. He tries to smooth things over, and that just makes it worse. We're both passive-aggressive, so we never normally argue directly about anything.
Yep. You're so confusing. You weren't just passively aggressive talking about how you don't like that he's nice. You were quite openly angry about it. You sure you know what that means?
Married for 10 years. That doesn't. He tries to smooth.
I don't think your relationship was as good as you want me to believe it was. Nice.
When you suspect someone of murdering their husband.
Yes. Yes, exactly that. More drinks.
This is the third day running you've called me in. I speak to Doug and Eleanor every day. And they say you've been asking a lot of questions.
Is what
About
detectives do.
Should I be worried? Am I a suspect?
Obviously, do you have any idea how murder investigations work? You're the wife. Or girlfriend, whatever you are. You're absolutely a suspect. What? I'm still pretty... I don't want to have a final thesis about this lady quite yet. But I'm very heavily leaning towards personality disorder. But it could absolutely be just one video that will absolutely make me change my mind. Oh, wow, okay. I could swear I already looked this up, but apparently not.
Yeah. I've been round to Doug and Eleanor's and they're very worried. I feel sorry for them.
I can add worried. That should be like an obvious thing, but you never know. Being worried could be the way to crack up in this case.
I hoover, I dust every week. Maybe less. I once asked Eleanor how often I should dust, and she said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I think she was just trying to make me feel better. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every day, ran an ordered house. You know how that generation is, putting on a brave front. She has secret stashes of cigarettes. Doug doesn't even know she smokes. When I was there, I saw her. She has these sort of porcelain vases, ornamental, next to the Reader's Digest books. Cigarettes inside. And she still has them. I mean, last time I was there, I looked in a vase. There was a fresh pack. I mean, all those years of marriage, and she still has a secret like that.
Not very much of a secret. It's absolutely nothing compared to having a secret twin or a split personality, that's for sure.
I dust, maybe less. I once asked Eleanor
It sounds
how
like
often
it's
I should dust,
definitely
and she
less.
said, if people ask, tell them you do it once a week, but every few weeks is okay. I mean, when I was there, she was hoovering every ordered house.
Let's add ordered house. Not sure how well that will return a result, but you never know.
People ask, tell them better. I mean, when I was in the house, brave front.
I don't really think it's part of that generation. I do that
She
to
has
my house
secret
every
stashes
week, and
of
I'm a single
cigarettes.
dad.
Doug doesn't even know she smokes.
I don't. Isn't that what's actually normal? Alright, cigarettes.
She has secret stashes of cigarettes. She has these sort of porcelain Reader's Digest books. And last time I was there, was a fresh package.
Do vases in secret. Have I already added secret? I don't actually know. Okay. What? Oh, we still got 2 videos. Fantastic.
1984
The book.
was an awful year in the end. We were living at Doug and Eleanor's. I lost the baby at the end of spring, and my parents died in the summer. It was a hot summer, a heat wave. So when they discovered the bodies, it was just awful. Because of the circumstances, them dying together like that, they brought in a lot of police. A forensic entomologist. I had to look that up. It was because of the heat. It's just awful.
Was it? Sounds like it made not identifying the cause of their death relevant.
1984
Yep, relevant.
was an awful.
1984. I mean, she's been talking about fantasy books so much. You never know. It could absolutely that year could have been chosen for a reason. Not by the writer,
Doing a
but
ride
obviously by the
in
writer.
the summer, hot summer, just like that. They brought in a lot of police, entomologist. I had to look that up.
Forensic entomologist sounds like the only other super important thing there. Forensic entomologist. Fantastic.
Yes. I speak with Eleanor at least once a day. Not that there's anything much to say. It's more just...
Why include that? For the trophy? That seems ridiculous. Or a sleep?
Well, she has a knife. She's been cooking, I guess. She's been cooking him his favourite meal. She's his wife. And he's asleep and she doesn't want to wake him because he's ill. That's why she's sad.
She's cooking?
He might die. It's kind of a sad story, so I'm not sure how it ends.
I don't know if I'd be cooking for someone that's ill and might die. I might be at their bedside, not brandishing a knife, but hey, maybe that's me. What? Any better? Aha, it is better.
No, I don't think it was. I turned the key, but it was already unlocked.
I wonder what that's in reference to. As before, both testimonies definitely said that they had to unlock the door. Door by itself. Oh, nice.
Bruce? Oh, yeah,
Finally.
no, it's nothing. I was going through the top cupboard in my kitchen, and the chair slipped, and I kind of hit the door with my face. I mean, it hurt like hell.
Uh-huh. I'm glad we got 3 up in
Yeah.
that term.
I had to let myself in. The door locks if it swings too.
I don't know what door we're referencing.
I sleep on the right side of the bed as you come in from the door. You can tell because I have 2 pillows and he just has 1.
Is that... Fortunately, I don't even understand how that could potentially be relevant. Completely goes by my brain. What? Could I have gotten anything from that?
I have 1.
I'll do bed and pillows, just cover all my bases, but... I mean, like everything that I've been adding as search terms so far, I don't think anything will come out of it, but that's how the game works, so I'm going to continue to do that. Oh, okay. Fair. Aha.
An affair. Simon wasn't having an affair.
Okay.
You're reaching here. Oh, I don't know why. No, I've never cheated on anyone. I've never taken anything from anyone. Simon is dead.
You're lying.
But I have my baby to care Why are you trying to make me sad? Why are you so obsessed with sex and affairs?
Well, we already know from a video after this that you're lying, so...
You cheated on your wife.
Why are you obsessed with lying? Yeah, you're trying to
thing?
displace. See, this is why I can't trust you. You displace so much. It points out a liar so quickly. The need to displace.